Just great.
I guess...
Yeah! Great. Right, here goes!
Here I go!
Eat this! Dragon Floor! I'll run you through! You're mine!
If they rush you, you gotta jump for cover, okay?
You'll finish!
Raging Cascade!
Move it!
This field!
Gotta break through! Take this!
Dragon Floor!
You're done!
Lightning
Dazzle!
Descent!
Big Blast!
Thunderblade!
Rising Phoenix! Blade!
Flame of
Dragon
Fury!
Floor! We got fire! We did it!
Didn't even break a sweat.
Alright, so now our battle chain bonus is at a 1.
Little help!
You're mine!
Mega Ray!
Portal Blade!
Not in your dreams!
You're finished! Blow away! Be still!
Lightning Orb!
Lunarongo!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Yeah, and see, now here it is at 2 and decreasing, so you got to get in a fight fast to
Gotta break through!
increase it.
You're mine! Portal Blade! Dragon Form! With your flames and my technique,
We're stronger together than we are apart. Let's dispose of the trash.
Swallow Blade!
I won't rest until I'm the
Like I
best
see,
I
so
can
we
be.
got some nice level 4
You
items.
simply can't be too strong when battle is
that.
a part of your everyday.
Hey, I'm pretty lucky. I see a village over there.
The people working in it look Danon.
Look at these fields and all this livestock. Am I crazy for thinking these people seem to have it pretty easy?
What the hell is going on here?
Look, Hoodle! One of your buddies!
Ah!
Uh-huh. All right. Yeah. Good grief.
Very nice.
Alright, so the old man gives you the ranch quest. Now we can raise livestock for cooking ingredients. We can raise them in the barn and give them feed. And we can do paid feed to raise more of them faster. But we get ingredients. That's pretty cool. But they can come under attack by stray Zoogles. Interesting. We got to keep the mice out. Post a guard dog to lower the Zoogles and post a guard cat to lower the rate of mice getting in. Okay, I already love this. We must find the cake now.
Who would have thought we'd be raising animals in a place like this?
Since we've decided to stop, we should make use of the opportunity.
Do you mean me?
It doesn't matter who.
Okay, so we have 2 dogs and 2 cats on guard. And once you select your animals, they show up in your barn. The dogs will warn about attacking monsters and the cats will keep the mice out. But Bandai Namco failed because we cannot pet them. That's a point off the review score just for that. Alright, so after that I kind of ran around off camera for a little bit. Just kind of playing with the battle chain and seeing what interesting things I could find. And then I noticed that this area actually has a neat day and night cycle. And the sun actually goes across the sky there and it goes behind Rena and it's pretty cool looking. And the probably YouTube's compressing this to where you really just can't tell how nice this area looks. Like the game really doesn't show off until you get here. But it's really pretty cool looking. It almost looks like a bit of a painting more than like actual like realistic graphics. It's pretty cool. Also, the battle chain thing, talking about running into rare creatures, was no joke. I was fighting just some trash mobs, and this great dragon showed up with like 70,000 HP, and definitely we're not ready to fight that. So I had to flee on that.
The ground here is pretty nice and comfy to sit on.
You can tell even without a sense of pain?
Thankfully, yeah.
What would you do if you couldn't even feel that much?
You mean if I had to only rely on sight and sound? And couldn't even taste or smell anything? I don't even want to think about it.
I guess it'd be like looking at a picture in a way, if that makes sense.
A world I couldn't touch. I wonder if that's what it's like for Xion. Mind if I join you, Law?
Hey, Alphen, when do you find the time to train?
What's brought this on all of a sudden?
It's just, even without the blazing sword, you'd still be able to hold your own, right? But I never see you training.
I'd hardly call it a regimen. Unless exchanging blows with Zeugles counts.
I mean, sure, I get that real-life practice beats training any day. But you must have the odd trick or two up your sleeve.
I just told you. I really don't.
Wait, I've got it. It's your armor, right? You channel the extra weight into your strikes and...
It's actually not as heavy as it looks.
So not the armor, huh? In that case...
Just calm down a little, would you? Why are you so fixated on this anyway?
Well, because I want to make myself stronger.
You're strong enough as it is. I almost feel sorry for those Renan soldiers.
It's not enough. I need to keep working to get stronger. I won't allow myself to fail anyone again.
Law?
I'm useless the way I am now. If someone else dies because of me...
Law!
Sorry. Spiraling into self-doubt won't do me any favors. I know that.
None of us are invincible, Law. We're all just getting by, doing the best we can.
That's all we can ask of each other, right? It's as good a place as any to start, I guess.
To start what?
My new training regimen, of course. And what better way to kick it off than push-ups? 1, 2, 3, 4...
I admire your enthusiasm. Just don't overdo it, okay?
Just wait. You'll see how strong I can get.
Also, the cats are running. Sweet. Oh, they found a mouse. Oh, so cool. Get out of here, mouse.
Come back. Got
Get out of here. Ah, go away. Good job, Kate. Get it. Get out of here. And while I was out on my off-camera exploits, I got a notification that the animals had reached maturity, so let's see what we can do with that. Besides get hung on them. Right, so these have reached maturity, so what can we do with them? Okay, oh. You harvest them, basically. Which I guess is what we knew was going to be a thing, so... Alright, so let's let's get some more. Alright, I guess let's try to go on towards the town and see what happens. In the demo, it stops you and tells you that you have to go do some fighting over here. Let's see if it does the same. What's not going to? In that case, let's go check out this area. In the demo, there's a giant Zoogle here that is actually in Sandinus Ravine and Calaglia in this one.
Concentration of astral energy around it.
Interesting.
Oh, does that mean there's treasure buried underneath here or something?
Who said anything about treasure?
So there'll be something here to do later. There is a Hootle here somewhere, it would seem. Alright, so let's head to town now. Dohalim doesn't seem to run his place the same as the others do.
Look, Renan soldiers.
Do the Renans control this city? I've never seen so many of them in one place before.
No. Look at the cores on them. These people are all Danans. They're slaves.
If they are, they're awfully well dressed.
And they're smiling too. Something weird's going on here.
Forgive the intrusion, but if I'm not mistaken, you're newcomers to Elda Menencia, yes? Please, you have no reason to be alarmed. My name is Droshin. I work at the Department for Welfare.
Department for Welfare?
We work to support the day-to-day living of all citizens. Welcoming newcomers to the realm is a part of our job, albeit one we rarely have the pleasure to perform.
Let me guess. We get a free pair of shackles as a welcome gift.
Perish the thought! Your trepidation is perfectly understandable, but I assure you, our way is quite different. In the past, this realm was no different from any other, and run by a rather merciless ruler. But all of that changed once His Excellency, Lord Dohalim, assumed power 7 years ago.
Dohalim.
Under him, for the first time in our lives, we Danans were treated with the respect we deserve. Lord Dohalim is adored by Danans throughout the realm, and we serve him with gladness.
Am I hearing you right? The Danans here willingly serve a Renan lord?
Please, see for yourself. You're free to go anywhere you like. Just ask if you should need anything.
What is it? Spit it out.
It's just, we came here to free everyone.
Uh-huh.
But the Danans of this realm are all happy to serve Dohalim. Are there any walls that even need tearing down?
Who cares? That just makes our path to Dohalim that much clearer.
I guess, but...
Still, Droshin said we should check things out for ourselves. Maybe we should look around a bit, see what we learn.
Everyone is all smiles.
I've never seen a city so lively before.
Everyone walking the streets looks so calm and happy. I guess it really is true they don't treat Danans as slaves here.
Did they actually somehow achieve equality here? And if they did, why? To what end?
Something here doesn't feel right, even though they sure want to act like it does.
What is going through that Lord Dohalim's mind, I wonder?
Alright, so he basically says they are technically still slaves, but they're paid. So it's like, they're like not unhappy. Right, that guy basically says, you know, the soldiers here don't have to really do anything because it's peaceful. Alright, this girl basically tells you about the arena. And how it's not blood sport, that Dohalim did away with that. And now it's just truly training. Hoodle's doing flips, so there must be one right here somewhere. Here he is. He's right here in this bucket.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
It looks like we've got that was enough to get another forest reward. We'll go there soon, but there's a quest right here.
Yeah.
Okay, so this guy just wants some of the boar tusks. Apparently they can detect poison when you dip it in something, maybe.
Great weapons.
You need to stop this fixation with weapons.
But you're the same way about food. Are you planning to stop that?
Oh my gosh, that's great. That is great. Okay, looks like there's a couple more quests over here. And a couple more people to talk to. Okay, so he wants us to hunt that dragon Zoogle.
So do any of you know anything about Lord Dohalim?
I think I remember hearing something back in Sislodan about how he fights using a rod.
A rod?
I don't know the details, but from what I gather, he swings a long rod around and uses it to stab and smack people from afar. I think there's also something he does with, like, trees or grass or something. I forget.
Grass?
Bear in mind that Eldemenencia harvests Earth astral energy. It would be no surprise for him to have some sort of control over plants.
So basically the point is we know nothing about the guy. Wish we weren't going in completely blind.
Alright, so this area over here is blocked off for now as well. Alright, let's check out the arena. More livestock has reached maturity. We can actually manage that from a vendor. We don't have to go back to the ranch. That's cool. Apparently, if you have the SAO collaboration DLC, Kirito and Asuna are standing around in here, and you can talk to them and fight them. But it's like almost $20, and that's really all you get is a battle with them in a Mystic Art for Alpha. Alright, so when you get into the arena, you can do some solo battles, you can do some group battles, and the prizes seem to be pretty decent. Stat boosters, some pretty high level, or decent level, I guess for this point in the game, items. Let's just try a battle.
Say no more.
Cool.
Get lost! Searing flame, reload! Let's give it a whirl! Time to burn! Explode! Toxicity! Scorched earth! Toxicity! It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire!
So, like, you know, depending on kind of like where you're at, you can take on some of these challenges when you first get here. I probably haven't grinded as much as some, although I think I'm probably pretty close because some of the initial levels are 20 and mostly 19, 20, so I guess it's about right. Alright, so bounced back by the ranch and re-upped the barn there, and this new armor is a Owl Forest reward.
Looks like Danids are working in the quarry.
Let's go check it out.
Alright, so we can get through this area now.
Stay sharp. We're going in.
I'm sorry. I'm not feeling well today. Could I please take the day off?
Oh, that's terrible. Rest up and try not to strain yourself. I'll let the others know.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Everybody seems so happy working here.
And it seems like the soldiers are there to actually protect them rather than keep an eye on them.
I don't get it. How can it be like this?
Halt!
Oh, it's Kisara.
I presume you're Alphen, of Orbis Calaglia? I'm Captain Kisara of the Eldemenencia Guard.
Just Kisara? No last name would make you a Danon.
So it does. Is that a problem? The Guard. Wait, so you're saying the Lord of Eldemenencia has Danons protecting him? In this country, Danon guardsmen aren't unusual. Everyone who enlists does so of their own free will.
She sounds like she's serious, Alphen.
That makes no sense. Don't your people remember 7 years ago?
Wouldn't you be grateful if you were finally allowed to live as a free person? And for my part, there is no greater honor than being chosen to serve His Excellency, Lord Dohalim. I feel no shame. But all of that aside, I came seeking you, Alphen, at Lord Dohalim's behest. He wishes an audience with you.
With us?
Indeed. He awaits you at Autolina Palace. That is, if you choose to accept. I am here only as a messenger, not a kidnapper. Your reply?
All right. We'll meet your lord.
Very well. I shall return and deliver your acceptance. Please don't keep him waiting too long.
Before you go, what lies beyond this point?
A quarry manned by Danon laborers.
Nothing else?
There's a Danon medical facility for the severely ill at the back. However, for sanitation reasons, it's kept off limits, even to guardsmen.
That was odd. Why do you think this Dohalim would want to see us?
It's probably a trap.
Still, they already know we're here. Not like we can start being stealthy now. We might as well listen to what he has to say.
Hey, are you sure about going? What if it's a trap?
That's no reason to back out now.
Law's right. I get your concern, but we should buckle down.
That Kisara woman. She sounded pretty smug about serving Dohalim, didn't she?
She still has a Renin for a boss. How is that any different from being a slave?
Renin society is a meritocracy. To us, it's seen as natural that those who sit at the top rule over the rest.
It's the same old wall as the rest of Dana at the end of the day, just with a different coat of paint.
I guess it can change people's attitudes if they can at least serve someone they respect.
But they're still being deceived. It's obvious that's what's happening.
On the one hand, her loyalty really did seem to be genuine. But on the other hand, Calaglia had its fair share of Danons who just accepted Renin rule because it was all they'd ever known. With that in mind, it can be hard to tell if her loyalty truly came about on its own, or if it's just the result of years of subjugation.
Who knows? It might clear some things up if we hear what Dohalim has to say.
Yeah, you're right. Let's make our way to the palace.
I just don't get it. The Danons have endured years of suffering. How could they just turn around and trust the Renins all of a sudden?
Yeah, I've been wondering the same thing. But I guess they must have a pretty good reason, right?
Like what? What could erase 300 years of pain and suffering?
Maybe it's precisely because they suffered for so long that they see Dohalim as something of a savior.
Hey, whose side are you on here, Alphen?
Relax, Rinwell. All I'm saying is that we shouldn't jump to assumptions about these people until we know more about the situation.
I just don't get it.
You can talk to Waifu Kisara here.
Hey!
Yeah, it looks like Dohalim's busy right now. Oh, well, that didn't take long.
Pretty fancy place they got here.
There's no way this isn't a trap.
Your guests, my lord.
Thank you, Kisara. You're the wielder of the blazing sword, the liberator of Calaglia. You do dress humbly for someone of such grandeur. But where are my manners? I am the ruler of Elda Menencia. I'm Lord Dohalim Ilkaris.
If you know who we are, then you know how strange it is to invite us into your palace.
I thought I'd clear up your misconceptions before things could escalate. What do you say? You did come here to defeat me, did you not?
Perhaps, and what if we did? Are you planning to fight us here?
I don't think that will be necessary. After all, I imagine you've taken in a fair amount of Viscint by this point. Have you come across even one slave being abused? Soldiers killing for sport? Suffering of any form? I would hazard that you have not. For I have liberated Menencia from its suffering and brought joy to its people. But if these results are not enough to stay your sword... I commend you for your boldness, but it won't work on me. Still, your would-be assassination cannot go unpunished.
Alphen!
Fair enough. Allow me to host you for dinner. We shall continue our talk then. Kelzelik,
Yes, my lord.
please escort our guests if you would be so kind.
As you wish, sire.
That's what you get for being so careless.
What I get? What were you thinking attacking him on your own?
What are you upset about? Our whole goal is supposed to be overthrowing the lords. Remember?
He could have been hurt.
And it wouldn't have been the first time either. What's gotten into you?
Hey, you do know that Alphen is really just worried about you, right?
He's worried?
I mean, that's what it looked like to me. But maybe not.